You know, I don't think I've ever managed to get the stars to align in this way before. The fact that this video is published on the 1st of November and I'm just about to share with you November's budget, I don't think that's ever happened. Well done us. Hi guys and non-pipers, welcome back to Budget with Ira. My name is Ira and on this channel we talk about budgeting, paying down debt and saving up for the life that you truly deserve. If that sounds like something you like to watch, please consider subscribing to our channel because we do have a lot of fun over here, bestie. Yes, we absolutely do. And if you say anything to the contrary, I will be seeing you in court. As said, in today's video, we're going to be sharing with you November's budget. So how much money I got paid, where I'm putting my money. And at the end of today's video, we're going to be doing some relatively extensive cash stuffing. So stick around for that. We also have the new collection, which launched today at midday. It's going to be an absolute beaut, so let's get into it. So we are here today in this beautiful My Budgeting Journey planner. This is the deluxe version. It's available on my Etsy store. You can also get it in a value version, which is half the price of this one. And then you can get it as digital as well, which is even less. So it's beautiful. And we're working primarily on this page here. It's very, very yellow, but you know, probably gonna get pink very, very soon. So let's get this trusty pen out and let's talk about income and zoom in a little bit. So in terms of income, very, very blessed this month. And thank you so much to everybody who supported me. It has meant a great deal. We've had some very, very good sales. And I think at the time of filming this, we still have the scratch off sale happening at the moment where every scratch off is £1. And, you know, we're running out. So if there's anything you fancy, grab them while you can. But income, we are talking about one source here. So this is just Etsy this month. So we're not doing anything from Patreon and we're not doing anything from YouTube here. So it all came up to, and this is 5 Etsy paychecks, $2,310.59. So again, thank you so much. I know that is very generous of you all. Very, very beautiful. Thank you so much. I am going to quickly go ahead and just do my bills right now. Okay, so here's all of my bills. So I've got my rent, my pet insurance, everything that basically comes out of my account. You will notice a difference in that swimming's not on here anymore. I was just finding that I wasn't getting the benefit of the £50. I felt like the £50 that I was spending on it, I definitely could have used it elsewhere in the budget, and you'll see that I have this month. So I don't think I'll be picking up that cost back again because I already have gym and I'm going to aim to try and kind of go swimming, but I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. Like, I think that's really the crux of it. But anyway, all of this comes up to $702.46, which leaves me with $1,608.13, which, you know, we're a lot more comfortable moving into envelopes this month than we were last month. So same envelopes as we always have. So spending here, and this is going to be a 4-week month, so it's going to be 160 as usual. Haircut here, so haircut, which is going to be 60. And then petrol, I did speak about upping my petrol budget to maybe £30 a week, just because I'm seeing somebody and I don't have to, but I like to drive to them like a lot. So because of that, it just costs more on petrol, just costs more. But I'm, instead of budgeting for a ton of petrol, I'm just going to see how much I overspend on it this month. Hopefully not very much. So we'll just see. So this comes up to 280, which leaves me with 1,328.13. So the exciting bit here is our sinking funds. So we've got a couple that we're always going to do, which we'll start off with car maintenance. And it's another month where I haven't booked in my service. So I'm going to do that this month. We're doing an extra 100 into car maintenance. Simon and Gracie will always get their extra 50. So Simon and Gracie, 50. And then tattoo, as ever, tattoo, we're doing an extra 400 into that. And then we're going to start playing around a little bit. So Christmas is going to get some money. So Christmas is going to get 100. Clothes, I can't seem to keep money in there. So I'm going to do 100. Basically, I've already found a pair of jeans that cost 60 quid that I can't stop thinking about. So I've literally already spent that money. Birthdays is going to get a little bit as well. So birthdays, is going to be 50. Then we're going to do 2026, which is going to get £60, and then a new category. So let me tell you, right? Let me tell you, right? So I have had the same running trainers for like 6 or 7 months. I have a trail pair and I have a road pair. The road pair specifically, well, the trail pair, I did a bit of research. I didn't try them on before I bought them, and I did a bit of research, and a lot of places say always go up half a size when you buy trail shoes. So I did. They're half a size too big, so I'm really unhappy with them. And then the other shoes that I have, they have like everywhere. Okay, how do I explain it without sounding like an idiot? I mean, it's too late, isn't it? So trainers have like 750 kilometers until they start to feel a bit spongy. They're not as responsive as they used to be. They're not as comfortable as they used to be. They're not as good to run in as they used to be. And that doesn't get more the more expensive trainers you get. So I just ticked over my 1000th kilometer with those trainers, which is a ridiculous thing to say, right? But they are not fun to run in and not comfortable to run in, and I don't look forward to running in them. So what I want to do is I want to have a 5 trainer rotation. So 1 expensive pair for marathons and half marathons, 1 for 5Ks and 10Ks on the road, 1 for tempo runs, typically like just so that they stay really, really responsive and really like alert. And then an everyday pair of trainers, which are relatively expensive, that can hold up indoor, outdoor, and then a trail pair that I like. So 5 pairs, done my research, know which ones I want, know what size I want, £1,000. I need to find that from somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put £300 away this month for it. And I know it's ridiculous. I know I'm fully ridiculous, but it's going to make me beyond happy. So shut up. So we're doing that, and I'm also going to use the money from my, what's it called? The primary challenge that we completed as well. So it's going to be 600. So I just need to find £400 from somewhere. This doesn't constitute an emergency for me, so I will figure out where to get the other £400 from. So all of this comes up to 1,160, which leaves me with 168.13, which moves us down into the last category here, which is our debt and savings. We do not have debt because we are debt-free besties, and we have our home savings here. So home is going to be 150. That's the total, and that leaves us with £18.13. So £18.13 is our buffer. Now, for those of you who are a bit alerted by that, I did say earlier on that I'm going to see how much I overspend on petrol. We're just going to see how it goes. There's ample cushion in the buffer. I'm going to be okay. I'm pretty satisfied with this budget. So the next stage is to go to the bank, and I cannot go to the bank without one of these, bestie. This is our handy dandy cash total slip. These are a pad of 25 little slips which you take to the bank, which tells you how you want your cash separated. They are literally £1.50 on my Etsy store. They're all under one listing. There's loads of different designs to go for. This is the orange one here. I think it's called Flamin' Hot. I've named too many collections to remember. So there's a couple of categories we're stuffing today. It's going to be spending, haircut, Simon and Gracie, birthday, and 2026. So in terms of fivers, I need 8 of those, which is £40. In terms of 10s, I need 6 of those, which is £60. In terms of 20s, I need 9, which is £180. And £50 notes, I need 2, which is £100. So today we're going to cash off £380. This is a recycled tear off pad, so we're going to use that, and when we're done with this we can just recycle this because it's already been recycled already, like double recycling. How good are we, right? So we are back from the bank and we've got the money here, but before we take a look at this, I need to show you the new collection. She was launched today, and you know what? This background does not look good. Much better. Very, very Christmas vibes. So this is the, what did I call it? 'Tis the season, and we're gonna move it over. So this is something we're pretty much gonna do, well, we've got one more collection left to do. So she's a beaut. I'm going to show you how to do all of this. I just love how she looks. She's red on the inside. She's very, very Christmassy. I get like a lot of messages on Etsy that are like, I've ruined my binder because of this. It all comes out. Don't worry. Get a pair of tweezers. It's fine. So let's get these envelopes out. Like, look at these. I love this changeover. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to do collections in the new year. I've pretty much decided that I'm not going to anyway. So I don't know what I'm going to change to all the time, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what comes next. But anyway, let's get the old one out here and let's start moving everything across before we start doing that. Oh yeah, let's get this. Here's this one. Here's the thingy, whatever it's called. What is it called? Dashboard. There's the dashboard looking adorable. So starting off, it is spending. There's nothing in there. We're going to cash stuff that in a sec. So let's just put this bit in. These I made myself, which are basically just cut off an old envelope just so that we can cycle through them all the time. Next one is going to be holiday. So let's grab the holiday card here, and let's get the, what was it, £1,700? Yeah, £1,700 ready for holiday. Do you know what? Haven't even booked that yet. Haven't even booked that, and I'm going to be going in less than a month. And I know that makes you all want to sweat, but I literally, until these advent calendars are done, I literally can't even think about going anywhere. So they will be done. I know they will be done. But I really, really have been let down this year. Christmas is here. Have no fear. Let's put that £200 in there. And then the next one here is car maintenance. And I absolutely, I'm just always so busy. I always just need my car, but I know it's important to make sure that it's safe. But it passed its MOT. I know it's safe. It just needs an oil change. And I know all of this stuff. Okay, and then the last one here is clothes. So let's take that out. So we are going to be like looking at a different savings challenge to do every single week. So we're going to be looking at that soon. And I guess I'll just tell you what I'm doing next week. At the moment, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift every cash envelope out of here and just dump it in, so that we've got the whole vibe change and all of that. But we are due a consolidation for sure. But yeah, we are done with her. Thank you for your service. And let's get cash stuffing. So back from the bank, and let's get this money out and all of that. So here it is. Don't forget those. So let's count this all up, make sure we've got the right amounts of everything. So we should have 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 5s here. Fantastic. I'll put it just underneath me. And then we should have 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We'll go here with that. And then we should have 9 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonderful. And then we should have 2 50s. And you know what? There's no space, but we'll put them under me here. Hi, me. Right, we're done with that. So let's go ahead and recycle this. And let's pull out this binder and talk about what we're doing our money into. So spending, first of all, we need basically all the 5s. So we can already do this. So it's 8 5s and 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should add up to 160. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Nope, that doesn't work. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Perfect. So that's the next 4 weeks set up, looking stunning and ready to go. So next we have holiday isn't getting anything, is it? Simon and Gracie is getting 50. So let's put 50 into Simon and Gracie. Then Christmas is getting 100. And that is going to be digital. So let me get a placeholder. Here's one here. These placeholders are available on my Etsy store, obviously. Then car maintenance is getting 100. So another placeholder. Wonderful. Then clothes. So I spent the 100 already, so that should be empty, but we're adding another 100 in, so we'll leave that where it is. This one we're gonna not touch. Five Friday we're not touching. Tender Tuesday we're not touching. Happy birthday. Birthdays we're putting 50 into. Wow. So let's do this 50 here. And that's 150 quid for birthdays. And I think this is probably going to be like a rolling one. So as I spend out of it, I will just like rub that out and start again. I love this challenge. Absolutely beautiful. So happy birthday is done. And then tattoo, I spent £400 last month, so I take that out, and now we're putting £400 back in, so we're back up to 800, exactly where I want to be. And then 2026 we're going to add another 60 into here. I wonder if we're going to get that done before the end of the new year. I don't know, it feels like we got one more stuffing left, so we might only get the next 3 done before we move on to the next one, but we'll see how it goes. But what's good is there's 12 here, so in the new year 2027 we can just do 1 a month and like maybe make it a high number. I don't know. How much money do I actually need, and what is this for? Maybe this is just for trainers, I don't know. So there's that. So we still have money left over, and that is the haircut money. Here's my beautiful A7 binder, and I've got my money. So this is £30 from last budget. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but we'll figure out that next month. But I'm going to put this money, so it's 10, 20, 40, 60. This money for the next 2 haircuts in November, we'll put that in here, so it's good to go. Then we'll figure out what we're going to do with that 30 together. So that's us cash stuffed for the month. So when I look at digital stuffing, I just need to move over £100 into car maintenance. I need to move £400 into tattoo, £100 into Christmas. Hi guys, gals, and non-bypass. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. Do you find that every now and then a new category to come up just crops up? I feel like this running one is something that I'm just going to have to start living with. It always seems like it's just an expensive hobby, right? And it always seems like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I really need that. I really need to do that. I really want to do that. It just like catches me by surprise. But what's good is that I'm being measured and I'm not just running into it like I used to do. I used to just go, well, where can I get money from? Chuck it on a credit card. I'm very excited about buying a ton of trainers, but I want to buy them all in one go so they all weather and age at the same point, and I want to do it all in one go, and I want to save up for it. I don't want to just declare it an emergency. So I feel like I'm doing it properly. I just need to figure out where that extra £400 is going to come from. But I'll figure it out. How much? I feel like a lot more of my funds these days are going digital. So placeholders are becoming an important thing for me. Obviously, I've got a nice big block of placeholders, but is there any placeholders that you feel we are missing? And is there a certain bundle that you feel like we should have? Because I can certainly do more placeholders. And there's some in the advent calendars as well that you might be very, very happy with. Look at that, 750. Really, really cute. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video. In fact, they've seen this video long before you have bestie. If you like the sounds of those fucks and you like the sound of me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. An extra special thank you to our top tier patrons, also known as Sugar Daddies: Amanda Briggs, Angie, Kathy and Diana Hazel, Denise Nelson, Diana, Diana Hazel, Emma Playford, Janice Backman, Lakota, Megan Edwards, Nat, Susan, Tasha Bouvier, Tiffany Probasco, Tony Leland, and Tracy Dowdy. That's all we have for today's video. I don't feel like we've got enough to do a consolidation this month, so probably not going to do that, but I am going to enjoy this budget. And again, you know I mention it every every single time, but just thank you so much for supporting me. And you know, I do feel very, very blessed, very, very humbled every single month when I see how much money I've earned based off of your support. So just thank you for being you. Thank you for supporting me, whether you buy stuff on Etsy, whether you watch videos, whether you share, whether you subscribe. No matter what you do, it just means the world to me. So just thank you just so much. So having said that, I would like to end this video and say I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And obviously we got a show. That's it. That's the thumbnail, isn't it? All right. I'll see you next week, bestie, for Lord knows what. What are we doing next week? Guess what I got? All right. See you next week, bestie. Bye.